Hello and good morning, fans of boxing. Fans of boxing. This is Coach Mario from Warriors Pride Boxing Academy with another episode of Inside the Ropes with Coach Mario. Hello, guys. Haven't posted anything in a few weeks now. Just waiting for the right moment to actually talk a little bit about upcoming fights and thoughts about what's happening in the sport of boxing. We've had a lot of good fights lately. Tonight there is going to be a few fights for. It's actually an all-female boxing card, and I believe the promoter and the promoting company is going to be Top Rank. But I'm here to talk to you guys about an upcoming fight that a lot of people have either been waiting for or are not interested in, and that is the fight between Triple G, Gennady Golovkin, and Canelo Alvarez. The rubber match, or the third fight in their trilogy saga. All right, we've been patiently waiting for many years to see this fight come to fruition. Unfortunately, because of Canelo Alvarez, and we all know the reason why Canelo has avoided Triple G. First, he said, as we all know, that he was not interested in Triple G after the second fight, due to the fact that there was nothing that he had to prove against Golovkin. There's nothing that Golovkin brought to the table, so on and so forth. And that is basically just a way of avoiding to fight Triple G when Triple G was still a fighter that was very dangerous in that middleweight category. This is going to be the first fight. However, this is going to be the first fight for Triple G at 168 pounds. He's never fought over 160 pounds. So it's his debut at 168. I believe all the belts are on the line for this third fight. However, there's a few things that are different. There's a lot of things that are going to be different in this fight, and there's a lot of speculation on what's going to happen. I have my own prediction. I have my own ideas regarding what will transpire during this fight. But to be honest with you, we all know the reason why Canelo chose this fight. Triple G is 40 years old. He's past his prime. He's a person that has had an exceptional career. He's one of my favorite fighters of this past decade. He's proven everything. He beat, in my opinion, Canelo twice. First time decisively. Maybe Canelo won 4 rounds. I see that first fight 8-4. Second fight was a lot closer. Canelo did fight a lot better. However, I believe that Triple G's jab and boxing ability actually had him win that fight by a couple of points. That's the way I saw it. And it's still controversial. A lot of people, boxing experts, fans, hardcore boxing knowledgeable fans have actually agree with me with Triple G taking the second fight. So the reason why Canelo's taking this, we all know. He lost against Bivol convincingly. He probably won 1 or 2 rounds in that fight. And now he's trying to bounce back, taking a fight that he believes is going to be easy, a low-hanging fruit. And a lot of people, including a lot of Mexican former champions and also American former boxing champions like Timothy Brackley, Juan Manuel Marquez, and others are saying that it's going to be a piece of cake for Canelo. Canelo is going to destroy Triple G. It's going to be something that it's not even going to be competitive. I totally disagree. I totally disagree with this take, okay? So next Saturday, September the 17th, inside T-Mobile Arena, there's going to be the fight to prove who's the man according to Canelo. Canelo says this is the fight that's gonna retire Triple G, and I don't see any glory in that statement, especially fighting an over-the-hill fighter like Triple G. However, what I see is that Gennady Golovkin not only has a lot of experience, but has a lot of skills, and might have Canelo's number in one way or another. He's gotten under Canelo's skin, just making comments about facts that Canelo been busted twice for performance-enhancing drugs and was given a slap on the wrist by a 6-month suspension, and has been boosting his career with paper champions like Caleb Plant and Billy Joe Saunders, Rocky Fielding, and over the hill, Kovalev. Smaller fighters like Amir Khan, Josecito Lopez. It's crazy. It's crazy how so many people are susceptible to the media and have become, basically, like I mentioned in other of my episodes, have become fanatics instead of being fans that actually can see what's transpiring behind the line. So I don't see Triple G being a low-hanging fruit, in my opinion. Yes, he's 40 years old. Yes, he's over the hill, but he still has a puncher's chance, and this guy can whack. And he demonstrated that. He got hit a lot in his last fight against a Japanese fighter, and however, he was able to put him down. And the Japanese fighter was a very resilient champion, and someone who basically gave Triple G a run for his money. All right. So again, Triple G versus Canelo Alvarez. How do I see this fight transpiring? Okay, I see Canelo starting fast, starting hard, going to the body, throwing a lot of combinations, trying to take out Triple G in the early rounds. However, I believe that Triple G is going to be able to use his jab more frequently, catch and shoot, use the catch and shoot that worked so well with for Bebo in their last fight, and use the catch and counter type of offense in which you can actually catch either a hook or a wide shot and then counter with your opposing hand, or the catch and shoot, which is basically catch with your same hand that you're blocking and throwing that hand directly either as a straight or an uppercut. You can throw a hook too. Anyway, so if he uses and what I was saying before, Bebo set the footprint, the blueprint for how to beat Canelo. So did Mayweather, but Triple G is not, Floyd Mayweather. He doesn't have that boxing ability. However, he does. He's a very strong fighter. He's a very resilient fighter. He has a lot of power. And I believe if he jabs, which he has a beautiful, beautiful jab, if he continues jabbing instead of once, but 2, 3, 4 times, jabbing upstairs, jabbing downstairs, coming back with a cross, using the catch and shoot, being aggressive, throwing uppercuts on the inside, going to the body. This fight is going to go the distance, guys. I don't think Canelo will knock down Triple G. I don't think Triple G is going to knock down Canelo. I think it's going to be a war. And I'm hoping for a war. And one of the things, Canelo's been talking about retiring Triple G. I'm not predicting Triple G to win, guys. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is going to be a hard-fought battle. It could go either way. It could even be another controversial decision. And you know the judges, the corrupt judges, are always favoring the cash cow. The cash cow is Canelo Alvarez. So they're gonna be out in full force, with myopic cards if it is a close fight. So if it's a close round, you know who it's going to. It's going to go scored towards Canelo. Every close round, it's going to be scored that way. And on the cards, it might look like a shutout But in reality, for those who know boxing, they will completely disagree with it. Now, this is what I believe. What I believe is that if this fight goes to the cards, it is not going to be a victory for Canelo. On the contrary, if there is more controversy regarding this third fight, it's gonna basically cement and confirm the opinion of a lot of knowledgeable boxing fans, critics, champions that believe that Triple G won the first two fights. So if Canelo thinks he's gonna be able to retire Triple G after this fight, who he might retire because of his age, it's normal, it's not because of Canelo. I think it could go the other way. If for any reason Canelo loses or is a split decision, I don't know where Canelo's career is going to go. He might just hang him up himself and say, I already proved everything I wanted to prove. He's going to avoid Benavidez. He's going to avoid all the big guys. He's got nobody else to fight at that weight class at 168. So he might just hang him up himself. So, it can backfire for Canelo. All the crap he's been talking lately about Triple G, that Triple G's talking crap. Triple G's not talking crap. He's actually talking facts. Everybody knows that Canelo tested positive for drugs. Everybody knows that Canelo has had some shady decisions going his way, some very controversial decisions going his way. Everybody knows that basically Canelo has used rehydration clauses, has fought over the hill opponents, has fought little guys, has fought taller guys who were paper champions, and he claims he's the greatest, the number one, and he even dares to this point to say that he beat Bebo, and that he's willing to fight Usyk or another heavyweight fighter like AJ. And that was a comment he made maybe a week ago. But anyway, Canelo is delusional. He is great only in his own mind. I think he's not even top 50 all-time Mexican great. He has achieved on paper a lot, on paper. But if you dig down and you are knowledgeable about boxing, you'll see that Canelo is not a legendary fighter. He's a good fighter. He's not a great fighter, in my opinion. So, can't wait for this upcoming fight. Next Saturday, the 17th, Saturday the 17th of September. So I can't wait for that. We also have an undercard there. I would have to look who's on the undercard, but it should be a great night. Can't wait to watch it. Even though Triple G is 40 years old, I think he's going to give Canelo one hell of a fight. He's going to go out on his shield. I don't think there's going to be a knockdown on this fight. If there is a stoppage, okay, let me just put this caveat out there. If there is a stoppage, it's going to be the ref pulling the trigger way behind. Let's say that Triple G's in the corner taking some punishment. The referee might step in and actually call off the fight, stop the fight early without even a knockdown. That is something that could happen. Canelo has made sure that all the ducks are in a row, that he's got every advantage to beat Triple G in this fight. He does not want to lose. He's not taking any chances as far as him losing. So he's putting all his ducks in a row. The judges, the weight, the age of Golovkin, the ref, it's all gonna be favoring Canelo. And you'll be seeing that, you'll be watching that. Even the commentators are gonna be favoring Canelo. And that is my opinion. And my opinion regarding this is not ludicrous. It is a fact. It is a fact. And you all know that Canelo has had a lot of advantages throughout his career because he is the cash cow of boxing. So, my friends, again, my prediction, It's going to go to the cards. It's going to be controversial. It's going to be a close fight. And most likely, they will give it to Canelo, and he will raise his hands, say, oh, I'm the champion, blah, blah, blah. But, don't sleep on Triple G. I'm telling you, he's still got a punch his chance. He's 40 years old. How was Foreman when he beat Michael Moore? 45? Hey, guys, that's the last thing that a puncher loses is his punching power. So I do believe that it's going to be a great fight. It's going to be a close fight. It's going to be a war. But I am rooting for Triple G all the way. I'm not saying I'm choosing him to win. I'm saying I'm rooting for him. I would like to see him redeem himself. They have ripped him off twice. The judges have ripped him off twice. It would be great. We got some fair judges out there. Some fair judges scoring these cards correctly. I will be scoring that night. I will be posting all my scores live on my Facebook page, Warriors Pride Boxing. If you want to follow me, you can go to my Facebook page, which is Warriors Pride Boxing Academy, or you can go to my Instagram, which is Coach Mario 57. All right. Remember to like this channel, share it with your friends. Subscribe, hit the bell icon to be reminded of new programs and episodes coming up. And I think this is it for now, guys. Please let me know what your thoughts are regarding this upcoming fight. Again, I will be rooting for Triple G. I really dislike Canelo's attitude and his diva antics and his tantrums and everything he has done in his career is not the way Mexican fighters act. And that's the reason, one of the reasons why, hundreds and thousands of fans across the great country of Mexico do not like him. Do not like him. And we're talking about great champions, Mexican champions and trainers like Nacho Beristain, who actually has said he's not a great fighter. He's a mediocre fighter or a good fighter, but not a legendary fighter. Antonio Margarito made those comments not too long ago, just saying that he was fighting drunks. I don't believe he was fighting, bums or drunks like Margarito says, but they were easier fights for Canelo. And he had all these ducks in a row and everything squared away as far as any advantage that he had in order to win. Again, guys, thank you for tuning in for another episode of Coach Mario, Behind the Ropes with Coach Mario here on your YouTube channel. Again, please like, subscribe. Thank you very much for listening in. Can't wait for next Saturday. Watch the fights and make any comments that you want, guys. I will respond to every comment you put on my channel. All right. Anyway, it's Saturday. It's fight night. Have a great evening. Good weekend. Thank you, guys. God bless you and peace.